Okay. In this particular video, we're going to learn how to check if a number is a palindrome number or not. The question states we need to check whether the given number is a palindrome number. So let's see what a palindrome number is in the first place. Let's say the user enters the number 515. Now, a palindrome number is such a number which, when reversed, produces the original number. So if I reverse the original number, that is 515, and store it in a variable, let's say rev underscore num, we get again the same number 515. As num and rev num are equal, meaning the original number and the reversed number are equal, therefore we can safely say that the number is a palindrome number. Display palindrome. And if it is not, then we can display that it is not a palindrome. If the reverse number and the original number are not the same. Right? So this is the basic algorithm for solving this problem. Now, pause this video and think about it. Which among the tools would you require to solve this particular problem? Right? Pause this video right now and have a go at it. See which tool you are most likely to use for solving this problem. I guess you pause the video, right? So the tool that we are going to use to solve this is going to be reverse number. If you guessed this particular tool, you're absolutely correct. Now, using the reverse number, we would also require another function which would be responsible for calling the reverse number and checking and performing this particular check, right? So that function, we will term it as Boolean check palindrome. Okay, so this function would be responsible for calling the reverse number function and then comparing the reverse number with the original one. And this function would return a Boolean value indicating true if the number is a palindrome number and false otherwise, and it would take in a number as argument. And as the thing goes, pause this video right now and have a go at it. See if you can solve this problem on your own. I've already told you the tool that you're going to require and the function that you're going to need. So have a go at it, see if you can solve it by yourself. And the solution will come up next. All right. So I assume that you have had a try at this problem. So let's see the solution for it. So we're going to create a new class and give it a gibberish name. Let's call this, let's import the scanner class first. Scanner class palindrome. Okay, so I discussed earlier that we are going to use the tool reverse number, right? Okay. So I'm going to copy this tool to save time. I'm not going to rewrite it again. And we're going to need another function that's going to perform the check for us, and that's going to be called check palindrome. And it's going to take a number as input. All right. The first order of business is we're going to need the reverse number. So I'm going to store the reverse number in a variable called revnum. And to obtain the reverse number, I'm going to call this particular function. To call this, we simply write the name of the function followed by the number whose reverse we want. I'm so really sorry. All right. So after obtaining the reverse number, what we need to do is we need to check whether the original number and the reverse number are same or not. So rev underscore num. If it is, it will return true. If it's not, you're going to return this. And alternatively, we could have also written this just by writing a single statement. So alternative, and it's suggested that you go for the alternative because it makes the code a lot smaller. So it's returning this. You see, if if the value of this condition is true, we are returning true. If the value of this condition is false, we are returning false. So instead of using if statement for that, we can simply return the value of this condition. That would serve our purpose, because you see, the value of this condition is effectively returned in if block and in the for and in the else block, right? Okay. So moving on to the method. First, we're going to need the object of the scanner class, and then we're going to create an object of this particular class, and then it's palindrome. Okay. So then next we can take the input from the user. Dot print the next int. Okay, and then we're going to check whether this particular number is palindrome or not. So we call the check palindrome function. Now, because we are calling this method from the main method, therefore we would require the object for this method. Check palindrome, then num. We could write here equal to true, but it's not required because it is effectively returning true or false. It is effectively returning true or false, and therefore this check is not required. Hence, I'm ignoring it. So you could provide it, but still, this is the best practice. If it is true, if check palindrome returns true, then the if block will be executed. If it returns false, then the else block will be executed. It's as simple. Okay, so if it is true, then it is a palindrome number after all, and we need to give the appropriate output. It is a palindrome, and for the else part, it's not a. Let's compile it. So that's what it is. On this, for a number 515, and it's a palindrome. Let's give a number which is not a palindrome. Let's say 17. It's not a palindrome. Right? So I hope you understood how the palindrome is, the palindrome function is written. I hope you understood the logic checking. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.